Hi everyone, welcome to PhD Clinicals. Today I'm going to start a new series. It will be based on publications related support. I hope it will be useful for Masters and PhD students, as well as early career researchers. Persistence is important when it comes to research, be it PhD or undergraduate final year project. PhD, for example, takes 3 to 5 years to complete. During these years, the results that you produce should be documented somewhere so that other researchers don't overlap your work. How to ensure that? You need to publish your research in online journals and books, which can be in forms of papers or book chapters. There is an interesting example about overlapping research that occurred about 300 years ago. In the 18th century, Gottfried Leibniz invented calculus. He was the first one to publish papers on this topic, one in 1684 and one in 1686. But in 1704, Isaac Newton published a book called Optics, claiming that he himself was the inventor of calculus. Of course, Leibniz wasn't so happy about this. Newton claimed to have thought up the science of flux ions, as he called it first. He apparently wrote about the branch of mathematics in 1665 and 1666, but only shared his work with few colleagues. As the battle between the two intellectuals heated up, Newton accused Leibniz of plagiarizing one of his early circulating drafts. But Leibniz died in 1760, before anything was settled. Today, historians accept that Newton and Leibniz were co-inventors, having come to the idea independently of each other. Coming back to the topic of our video, in the competitive world of research and academics, you are expected to start publishing as soon as you start your PhD. How to do that? If your experiment is not complete, or if your experiment fails. In this video, I will explain how you can still contribute and have publications if you don't have any experimental results until now. The most important type of publication is review paper or mini review, and the second one is original article. Review paper, for example, are considered as condensed, critical and extensive analysis of a specific topic. If you don't have an experimental results, this is the most common way of having a publication under your name. It is usually written to demonstrate the progress of certain topic and its research gaps, and it includes recommendation for future research. The paper usually contains introduction, followed by the body of research, area of review, then challenges and future prospects. The critical analysis of review paper is justified by more than 100 references and usually consists of more than 10,000 words with few figures and tables. Mini review is a shorter version of this review paper. Number 2, original articles. They are usually based on the results of your experiment. They contain introduction, materials and methodology, results and discussion, followed by conclusion. Original research articles are shorter than review papers, with word limit ranging from 3,000 to 6,000 words, excluding references. These articles are usually based on preliminary research. There is another way of publication called short communications. These are original research as well, or clinical studies that do not require a full paper, but are completed studies. These papers may detail a smaller number of observations or may include a smaller number of patients. They may also add a small amount of new information, but which is still considered important. In these few minutes, now you know the important types of publications. In the following videos, I will talk more about publications and tips and tricks to get your articles published online, so stay tuned. That's all from me for now. Bye bye.